Hi guys, Caleb here from Pop Culture Collective, and today I'm going to be talking to you about the top 10 most valuable pops in my collection. Now, before I get started on the pops, I just want to tell you how it is that I value my pops. I actually use a website called Pop Price Guide, which you can actually find a link for in the description below. You can see my collection in its entirety and exactly what it's worth, and also explore your collection and find out what your collection is valued at. Now, if you've never used Pop Price Guide before, what you do is you log in, create your account, and then you can log all of your pops. So you can keep them all in one place, know exactly what you have, and they will tell you what it's valued at. And the way that they value the pops is based on sales from eBay, Amazon, and then they also have their own personal marketplace where they sell pops as well, and they'll use that as a way to determine the price. Now, so like I said, we're going to do the top 10 most valuable, so we're just going to dive on in. Now, at number 10, I have a pop that I picked up from Box Lunch back in January, and this guy is valued at $29. And it is Experiment 626. And this is Stitch. Now, he is in a little containment dome, which there's a really bad glare, so I'm going to show you the glam shot here on the back. Anyway, so Stitch is in his dome, and this is from the beginning of the film where he's actually in the little containment unit. I think this is a really cool pop, and I picked it up during one of their lunch money events, so I think I only paid maybe $15. Actually, I had a $5 off coupon as well, so I think I paid like $10 for this pop. But it was one that I was really excited to pick up. I heard that it was coming out, and so I stood in line when they opened to actually get this pop. Now, moving on to number 9 is the very first pop that I ever added to my own collection. I passed up on a Buddy the Elf Chase pop before this, but this is going to be the glow-in-the-dark Yzma Chase from The Emperor's New Groove. Now, this is part of a 4 set, so there's 4 commons, this chase. And then there's also a Kuzco as a llama, which is a Hot Topic exclusive, and I don't know if you can see it because of the glare, but he is actually right there. Now, she is valued at $30. I went to 2 different stores to try and find this, and I walked into Hot Topic, and I saw that they had just put them all out, and there was a spot missing, and I was like, darn, I missed it. But there was a gentleman there who I actually gave that Buddy the Elf Chase that I was going to pass on to a few days before, and I told him what I was looking for, and so he let me pick up Yzma. And like I said, this was the very first chase I ever added to my collection. Now, tied with Yzma for $30 is another chase that I have in my collection. And now, I actually picked this one up at the Funko headquarters in Everett, Washington when I went for my birthday. And this is going to be the Demogorgon from Stranger Things. And like I said, it is the chase, so the mouth is closed. You can see the collection that it comes from here on the back. It has Eleven and Mike and Barb and the regular Demogorgon right here. If you guys haven't been to the headquarters in Everett, Washington, it is really, really amazing. They have it broken into Marvel, Disney. They have an animation section. They have their own Bat Cave. It is just so cool. I definitely spent way more time there than I needed to. And I actually have some pictures on my Instagram page, which I'll leave a link to in the description below as well, so that you guys can go see those if you'd like, and also, follow me back. Now, the number 7 pop in my collection is one that I picked up off of eBay, and I got it for only $12, even though he is valued at $31. And that's because the box is a little dinged up. This is the Iron Giant with car. Now, there are 3 different Iron Giants out currently. There's this one with the car. There is this exact same sculpt without the car. And then they just came out with one from the film Ready Player One, which, if I'm not mistaken, the Iron Giant is the only one that hasn't been released yet. So I don't know if that's a copyright issue or if they're just waiting for a later date and they're going to make it an exclusive to a store. And like I said, I got this really cheap off of eBay because the box is damaged. That's why I have it in the pop protector. But you can still see that it's a really cool pop and has some really awesome artwork. If I'm not mistaken, this also has one of the smallest Funko Pop figures they've ever made attached to it. And that is going to be the figure of Hogarth here in the car. Now, Hogarth is another character in the film. Moving on to number 6. I have another Box Lunch exclusive and the first pop ride on the list, and that is going to be the red one, which is Stitch in a little red rocket ship. And I don't know if you guys can see it very well because of the glare, so I'm going to show you the glam shot here on the back. And so this is Stitch. He's again wearing the red containment suit. And he does have all four arms, which I think is really cool, holding onto the steering wheel. And they stylized it so that his antenna and ears are flopping back as if though he were flying through the air. Now he is worth $32, and he is tied for 5th/6th place with my next pop. And this is going to be Obi-Wan Kenobi from Revenge of the Sith. Now, this is a Smuggler's Bounty exclusive. And I didn't pick up the box originally when it came out. I actually picked up this pop from a local gaming store because I really like Obi-Wan Kenobi. Well, specifically Ewan McGregor's version of Obi-Wan Kenobi. You can say whatever you want about the prequel series, how awful it is, how much you hate Jar Jar Binks, Christian Haydenson, whatever. Ewan McGregor made this film. And so I was really excited to have this. Now, like I said, I actually didn't order the Smuggler's Bounty box. However, I did just order the indoor box, and I've ordered a few other boxes you can see over here. So I actually also picked this one up so that I could get the Alea pop as well as the patch pen and t-shirt that came with it. Now, the next pop that I have in my collection, and it's number 4, is actually valued at $37. And I picked this pop up kind of as a joke. Now, my girlfriend really likes Dylan O'Brien, who you guys may know from The Maze Runner or from the TV show that this pop is from, which is Teen Wolf. Now, like I said, I picked it up kind of as a joke for my girlfriend, but it turns out it's actually kind of a valuable pop. And I'm not exactly sure why it is, because the other 2 pops that are in this collection, which are Scott McCall and then Scott McCall as a werewolf, are valued at $7 and $8 respectively. And this one it just amazes me that this one is worth $37. Now, coming in at number 3, I have a pop which I picked up from Target's Funko Friday. And if you guys have watched my unboxing videos, you've actually seen this one before. And this is going to be the comic book edition of Black Panther. Ooh, almost dropped in there. The comic book edition of Black Panther. Now, this Black Panther, like I said, is a comic book edition, so he doesn't have the stylings from the films. But he does have a cape and a cowl. His claws are there, and he also has a nice little utility sash. I absolutely love the Black Panther movie, and I'm a huge fan of the comics, so I'm in the process of getting all of the Black Panthers that I can find. And so, moving on to number 2, I have another Pop Ride. Now, this Pop Ride is actually not an exclusive, but it does glow in the dark, and it's been kind of hard to find. I was lucky enough to have picked this one up a few days before it actually was released at the store. Now, this is Icy Viserion with the Night King, and I'm trying to angle this so you guys can see, which I will just, again, show you the glam shot here. Now, this does glow in the dark, and so the Night King himself glows in the dark, and the eyes on the dragon glow in the dark. And he's worth $45. Now, like I said, I actually picked this up a day or so before it was actually released. It was the last day for Hot Topics Hot Cash event, and there wasn't anything else that I really wanted, and I was talking to the gentleman that was ringing me up, and he told me that they had these in the back, and it wasn't street dated to come out at any time. They were just waiting to put them out, so he actually went and grabbed me one. And every time that they post about them being on their Instagram page, they sell out immediately, so I was very lucky to have picked this one up a few days early. Now, the most valuable pop in my collection is actually a 2-pack, and I also picked this one up from Funko headquarters. Now, he's a little bit more expensive than actually all of my other pops, and he's valued at about $115, and this is the UK exclusive 2-pack Praetorian Guard. Now, I'm not exactly sure where it is exclusive to in the UK, but it does have this little silver sticker here denoting it's a UK exclusive. Like I said, I picked this up at the Funko shop in Everett. Now, this is the back from the pops from The Last Jedi. And I only paid $20 for this. Originally, I wasn't going to pick this pop up, but I got to thinking about it, and I really didn't want to get the individual pops, and so I picked this one up. And I got really lucky that it's actually kind of valuable. So guys, that's the top 10 most valuable pops in my collection. But I want to know what the most valuable pop in your collection is. So if you don't know, go to Pop Price Guide and find out. And I want to know, so let me know. Leave a comment down below. All right, guys, that's it for today, and thank you for watching.